Hi, I'm Paul Winn. Welcome to Coast Connections. Today we have a really good and interesting program for you. We're going to be talking about the Vancouver Island Tribute Festival. And to give you all the specific details about this, I have two special guests with me today. We have Sharon Shinbin and Sherry Judson. They're both co-chairs of this great event. Now maybe one of you, or it doesn't matter who, could tell me, where is this event going to be held and when?
The Tribute Festival is held in Parksville at the Parksville Community and Convention Center on Jensen Avenue in Parksville. And it's May the 26th, May the 27th, and 28th. It's the weekend after the long weekend.
Okay, that's good. Gives you something to do.
That's right.
Is it? I was thinking, are there any matinee performances, or
Yes.
are they all evening?
Saturday afternoon, we have a performance at 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay. And is there a follow-up of an evening one, or is just the matinee?
4
on
shows are
Saturday?
all different. And there's an evening show as well.
Okay.
Sunday morning at 11, we have a gospel show.
Oh,
So that's not quite a matinee, but it's a daytime show. So
Yeah.
All the tribute artists, they pick out their favorite gospel song and sing it for us, so it's wonderful.
Well, I've not seen this specific show, but I've seen performances, and you'd swear it was the original artist.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
the people are so good
They are.
at their with the vocals and whatnot. That
Yep,
it
they're
sounds-
they're
they work
perfect, every
very
one of them.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be what is the price for a ticket?
Well, it depends on if you want the whole weekend. You get a pass for $114. And if you do a Friday night show, it's $40. Saturday afternoon is $30. Saturday night is $40, and the gospel's $20. And
So that's a lot of performances people
it
could
is,
take in.
and they are so. And all these performers donate their time to.
Oh, that's neat, because you were saying they're different at
They are.
each
Every show is different,
performance.
yep.
One is different.
Yeah,
Each show
so
is
you
different, yeah.
you can't go like on Friday and then go back Saturday, because you won't see the same thing happening on Saturday.
Well, that's true, but it's better to have a variety. So.
Well, yeah, no, I'm all for
Yeah.
having the variety.
Good.
Now, I know that this is to raise funds. Now, who are the funds going to go to?
We're raising funds this year for the Nanaimo District Hospital Foundation, right here in Nanaimo. And they're putting that money towards the new medical equipment they're purchasing, 2 new CT scans, state of the art. And what they're doing is, how these scans are different, to my understanding, it might not be professional, but it's that these scans will detect serious illness in children as well as adults. So cancer is one. We've, for 3 years, we've donated to the Canadian Cancer Society, and we've donated over $17,000 to cancer.
Wow.
But we're continuing in a sense, because these CT scans will also detect early cancer in children as well as adults. So we're really pleased with that. And
Well, that's good, because that even makes it more worthwhile to support the festival and what these artists are doing, and it's always nice to be entertained. I
It
find,
is.
Absolutely.
Entertain, and we have a lot of other things going on as well. We have a balloon pop, we have a silent auction, we have, can I say we got that donation?
yes.
Go ahead, say it.
WestJet has donated a trip for 2 to anywhere in the world they fly.
Oh, nice.
So that's to raffle off, so we'll have those tickets for sale.
Well, that's got to be a valuable raffle prize too. That's gotta be-
$2,900 worth.
Whoa.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty good.
And they do fly to Hawaii and Mexico and England, so.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's just nice if you won got the free tickets.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
We also have a free, another one that's donated, a dinner cruise,
Oh,
which is over in Port Alberni with the Kiwanis Club.
yes.
Yeah.
So where does the cruise
All
originate?
around Port Alberni.
Oh, okay.
One of those, it's a dinner, dancing, live band cruise.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so those tickets
I
will be
like
there.
Port Alberni.
Yeah. Oh,
for
yeah.
Many years I used to travel to Port Alberni a long time ago, play
did you?
basketball over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
as a young
good.
guy, so it's a lot of history for me in Port
For sure,
Alberni.
yeah.
Well,
But-
we have
but
a
it-
lot of Port Alberni people come to the festival as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, in fact, it's Vancouver Island Festival,
Yeah.
so we draw right from Victoria to Campbell River and further if they'd like to come.
Yeah.
But we've had a number come from Campbell River every year, and we've got a volunteer that's helping us in Victoria. And so it's island-wide. But
No, I mean, it sounds like it would be a great weekend. You know
It
what I mean?
is.
Like you can do all
It's a lot
kinds
of work, but a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know, like basically you got almost 5 performances. Is that, am I right with that 5?
Four.
Four? Because you got the
4
Sunday
shows.
morning one, and then the matinee on Saturday.
That's right.
Friday, Saturday. Is there a Saturday evening?
Saturday
Yep.
Okay, that's 3. And then 4, and then the Sunday, 5. Yeah, that's 5 performances.
No, Friday night, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and Sunday morning.
Oh, there's no Sunday afternoon one.
No.
Everybody packs up and heads
That's
home
right.
after
yeah,
that.
that's right.
And we have
Okay.
a fellow that's going to say a short sermon first, and then they do all their gospel songs.
It's like going to church on Sunday, but you hear all this fabulous music
I-
by
That's
all,
right. I
all
bet.
the artists.
That's right.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they leave, they say, you know, that Sunday show was our favorite.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it's not sold out every year, because people do say that that really made their weekend. And it's wonderful to hear, because the tribute artists put their heart and soul into it.
Yeah, I'd like to know a little bit more about the tribute artists, you know, because, you know, they're volunteers. They
They
volunteer
are.
their
They're
time. and
donating all their
talent.
time,
They
yeah.
donate their time. We pay their expenses from the ticket money
Hotel rooms.
and hotel room and ferry and
That's
gas.
fair.
Yeah, and they donate their time, and they love what they do, and they are so generous with their time and their music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they must be accomplished musicians
Oh, they
Oh,
are.
yes.
or vocalists, you know. if they
Many
all
of
play.
them are professional. That's all they do.
Yes.
We have a tribute to Alan Jackson, for example,
Okay.
coming from the Okanagan, and he travels all across Canada. And we have a Garth Brooks coming from
Oh, nice.
Chilliwack. He's fabulous, and he travels all over BC with his show. They're both professionals. Most of the Elvises
Yes, they are.
are all 4. We've got 4 Elvises
Elvises.
coming.
Oh, nice.
Yes, all different. One is
Yeah.
the 50s, one is more of a gospel type.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all different
Yeah, 'cause
styles.
Elvis did a lot of gospel stuff, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think
He
a
did.
couple
That's
of
what he-
albums he had.
He
That's
did.
right.
and That was his only 3 Grammys were for gospel music.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yes,
Yeah,
That I
that's
didn't know.
he got 3 Grammys and all for gospel. Yeah, so we have 3 or 4 performers that aren't professional, that don't
Right.
make their full-time living doing this, but most of them do.
But they're good.
Yeah, because I mean, I've seen some of the casinos in the mainland, you know, have had
Yes,
tribute
and
artists.
some of these-
not
some
as
of
big
these-
as your program. I mean, it was usually
No, they
one.
just, well, some of
one
these
or two
artists are coming to the casinos in Nanaimo and in Victoria. Alan Jackson's going to be, well,
Oh, nice.
Alan Jackson is,
They've been seen
Aaron
at our
Howard.
festival, and as a result have been hired for
Oh,
gigs
nice.
here on the island.
and the Judds as well. The Judds did
Yeah.
the Parksville Legion.
And Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
and so
Yeah.
it's not only a win-win for us, it's a win-win for them, because they've
The whole
gained
community.
further
Well, and the community.
and the
the
community.
I mean,
community loves it.
I think it's. I mean, I think it's wonderful when people volunteer their time, you know, for the betterment of the
That's right.
community. You know,
And-
I think that's kind of
It
important.
has brought a lot of tourists. We've
Yeah.
had a lot of tourists come. Tell
Saskatchewan?
them about the one lady that phoned you from England.
From England, she phoned and she said, I'm going on the internet, she says, and I saw this, I wanted to know what it was all about, so she phoned me and I told her all about it. And she said, well, we're booking our trip and put 2 tickets away for us, we're going to be there.
Oh, nice.
And so they
Yes.
came from England last year, and 4 people from Saskatchewan, and some from Alberta.
Yeah.
And Washington State.
Oh yeah, quite a few from Washington State.
Well, I mean, it sounds like. I mean, I've looked at the, you know, some of the footage that you had on the CDs, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, it's a really very professional
Oh, yes.
operation.
It is.
I mean, it's not like.
Right.
Well, we've got a wonderful venue, and the sound man there is local to Parksville, Dan Baisley, and he does a great job working with the tribute artists to make it professional sounding.
Good.
He puts a lot together for them that
Yeah,
that-
'cause that's important. Sound is extremely
Yeah.
important in an
It is.
event like that. I mean, you don't want to, in the middle of an act, you get a ton of feedback or something that
No.
you know destroys the
no,
routine.
he's very, very
right.
good
But
with
it's
them.
a,
yeah.
you know, I'm looking for. I'll probably come up for the Saturday
Good.
matinee show.
Okay.
But I've got a couple of other things I have to do. But I really looking forward to
Saturday
seeing that.
matinee is the most popular.
Is-
Well, with a lot of seniors, you know, we have a busload of seniors coming from
Well,
Duncan.
I fit into that. That's okay.
From Duncan, and a busload of seniors coming from Campbell River and Courtney.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
I try to lie about my age, but it doesn't help. The
Yeah,
body won't lie.
After 3 years, this is the first year we're getting busloads coming.
Oh, good.
So
Yeah.
it's expanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that would be true, because
Yeah.
when something is really good, and it becomes almost a tradition.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
it's
Yeah.
word of mouth.
Yeah.
People just
Yeah.
telling their friends, and they just keep coming.
Well, it's like I was thinking every year around Christmas time, there's always a performance of now I forgot the name of the choral that always happens, and oh God, anyhow, I'll think of it. And but it's one of these things, the Hallelujah.
Oh,
And
yes.
there's
Oh, right.
always
Yes.
somebody who puts that on, and it seems
Absolutely,
to
yeah.
always fill a church with people to
It
do
does.
that.
And
So
Yeah.
you're disappointed if you don't know it's coming in time to plan for it.
But
Yeah.
this is kind of nice. Now, what were those dates again? Let's reiterate that. So
All
that
right.
May 26th,
May
27th,
26, 7, and 8.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's going to be good
Yeah.
because I think that I want to make sure people get those dates stuck in their mind and
Yeah.
rush
And-
to their calendars right now and
Right.
mark it down.
I
with
hope
ones they
so.
want
And if
to
anyone's
attend,
coming in
you know.
from out of town, the Bayside
Yeah.
Inn gives us a really great deal on the rooms. They can stay
Yeah.
there
Oh,
for the
good.
whole weekend.
Yeah,
and,
they
Yeah,
are.
I forgot to ask you. Did I ask you the price of these?
yeah,
The price?
$114 for the
Oh, yeah,
weekend.
you
and-
did.
14
know,
for
yeah.
the whole weekend.
Yeah.
But the tickets are available
Yeah.
at the venue at the
Yeah.
Parksville Community and Conference Center.
Yeah.
You can buy your
And-
tickets there if you're paying cash.
Or in
And
Cranky Dogs, right on
Okay.
the highway in Parksville, or at my office. Sorry, it's at the number's on there, 248-4525, and that's for credit cards too.
Okay, super. Yeah, because that was importantly people who want to book from afar can
That's
phone
right,
that
they
number
phone that
and
number
get
and-
their tickets
Yep.
reserved.
Take their credit card over the phone and
That's kind of important. I'm maybe you could give me an idea of some of the artists. Like who do they portray when they're doing this thing?
oh,
Yeah, I know there's Elvis. I've seen
there's
Elvis.
Elvis.
and
Dean
you
Martin.
mentioned
and
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks and Alan
Alan
Jackson.
Jackson
Alan Jackson,
and
yeah.
Roy Orbison.
Okay.
Connie
And,
Francis,
Yeah.
okay.
Anne
Rod
Marie
Stewart.
this year.
Oh, and
Yeah, Rod Stewart, Michael
Stewart.
Bublé.
Yeah. The
It's just-
Judds, of course.
okay. All right.
They're from Victoria, and they are. If you walk down the street and saw them walking towards you, you'd think it was the real Judds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This year, interesting, we're having a finalist from the Canadian Idol television show. Yes, J.D. Bixby, he's from Alberta, and he's become a young country star. And when he was going through Canadian Idol, he was a big Elvis fan, and he sang a couple of Elvis songs to help take him. He was the first runner-up in season 6. And so he's done very well for himself, and we're really happy and pleased to have JD at the festival this year.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's kind of nice too. I like to see Canadians, performing in these kind of things.
Oh, for sure.
You
Yes.
know, so it's sort of I'm a hometown fan. If
Yes.
I could call
And we
it.
are too.
I agree.
I don't have anything against anybody else coming in to perform, but I
No.
do like to see Canadian talent.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
on
Yeah.
our
And we have a
stages.
lot of it. A lot of
Yeah,
Canadian
you know,
talent, yes.
That's kind of important.
Yeah.
I think about because when I think about going to a theater or to a performance, the thing is when you leave, you want to say, "Geez, that was great. I'd really like to do that again." And it
Yes.
And we've
sounds
heard
like
that,
that's
we've heard that from so many people as they're leaving. Yeah.
yeah. You're offering it again. It's almost like you got a lot of it, but not enough. You know what I mean?
Maybe we should do this twice a year? No.
Yeah, well, like you got room for a little more. You know
Well,
what I mean? It's-
that's, last year as the fellow was leaving, he said, that's the best $100 I ever spent. So that was kind of nice.
That's how we like it, is to leave them wanting more.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's quite inexpensive. I mean, that's
For a
it's
whole
not
weekend.
For a whole
yeah,
weekend, it's
not-
great,
It's
yes.
not
I think so, too.
You can't
4
get that kind
shows.
of entertainment.
No.
I'm trying to think. I went somewhere recently, And like my ticket for one evening was $200.
Yeah, for one performer.
You know,
This way you're getting
this is
about
it,
14 or
kind of
15 of them.
weird.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We've
So
got 14 performers coming.
14?
Yes.
Oh, so that's.
so-
So how long would a performance be? Like, I mean, you know,
They run about 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Hope there's an intermission in there.
Oh, yes.
Oh, good. Yeah.
That's when you go to buy your tickets and things.
Yeah. Oh, for the raffle.
That's
and,
right.
Right.
You know.
See if you can win a WestJet trip.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let me see. WestJet. I'm trying to. Anywhere they fly in the world.
Anywhere
Right.
they fly. Yeah.
There's a few stipulations like blackout days and things like that, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Just
no,
basically holidays. Yeah, they're pretty generous.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, a few weeks ago, we were doing a show on here that where we talked to the airport people, because you know there's big plans to expand the airport,
Right,
so they get bigger flights and more frequent flights in here. And that's going to be nice, so people can leave from the island and go wherever they want to go. And I'm sure because WestJet flies out of Cassidy now.
Yes, and Comox, so whoever wins, it doesn't matter, wherever
Yeah.
you want to go.
Well, yeah,
whichever's
because I mean,
closest,
you know, 'cause I'm sure you're going to get people from not just the island, and so
that's
from wherever they are, they'll get their flight.
Oh, that's for
connected.
sure.
That's
Yeah.
right. We're from wherever they are.
Now, you
yeah.
mentioned something about some of the balloons or something. There was-
Oh, a balloon pop. What we do is we blow up 200 balloons with helium,
Right.
and everyone has a little square in it with a number on it,
Okay.
and that coincides with the prize that's in their box. And so what they do is they pay $5, they get a pin, and they pop a balloon, and it's
Right.
very, very noisy and a
I'm
lot of
sure.
fun.
Yeah.
And then they get it. Every balloon has a prize.
And so there's a number inside the balloon?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we stuff all those the night before.
Okay, so you can't peek and check to see.
Sorry, no, it's
you
all
know.
folded up.
Okay, just checking.
But it's so much fun.
It is.
No, it sounds like it.
There's
It
always
is.
a crowd around that table for people watching to see what prizes.
Yeah.
Some are wonderful prizes, and others are laughable
Hey,
prizes.
well, listen,
That's
I
right.
think
Just
the
everybody gets a
entertainment
chuckle.
is the primary thing.
Exactly.
That other stuff is ancillary to getting
Yeah.
having a good time at the performance. And I was just thinking that when you think about the music, and do they cover like 10-year blocks, or is there anything like that, a time frame, or do they just do an artist's particular music?
They do.
Yes, that's more or less what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because I know you know
It's mostly the 50s. But,
Okay.
well, some of them are much like Michael Bublé is, much more recent
yeah,
than
he
that.
is.
Yeah.
So it progresses right up to recently, but I
mostly.
think it's more the music that the seniors relate to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be a
Okay,
little
'cause-
Dean Martin, and there'll be a little.
Did
who's
you
the
do Frank
other?
Frank Sinatra too?
Frank Sinatra.
Oh yeah.
And
Frank Sinatra.
yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
And
They'll do a
there's
little
some
bit of that.
ladies that come that are in their 70s and more, and they love him, so.
Well, see, that's the same thing. You know, when you're talking about. That's why, for me, era. Like I say, okay, I remember the 50s, 60s, 70s. The latest music, unless it's like traditional jazz or blues, which I'm a bit of a fan over, I have a hard time with rap myself. I mean, it's just that I don't dislike it. It doesn't say anything.
That's
to me,
exactly
all,
me too.
you know.
Understand it at all.
Yeah.
No, we don't have any rap because most of our people are seniors
Yeah.
are heading there, and so that's who we're aiming to please. We've got a few surprises. A lot of the people around this area have been to the festival
Yes.
in the 3 years past. We've got a few surprises in mind this year for them that
Okay.
I think they'll be happy with.
I like surprises.
Yeah.
And this is because this is the fourth year.
This is the 4th year.
This is the fourth year, and it's. And has it always been for the hospital, like raising funds for the hospital, or no? You mentioned
Canadian-
cancer.
Canadian
Three years
Cancer
for the Canadian Cancer
Canadian
Society.
Cancer Society.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's because the 4 ladies who originated the idea of the festival
Yeah.
were all cancer survivors.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's when I think about that, it's so many seniors seem to fall victim to cancer, and so it's
True. Or
it's-
someone in their
so
family.
widespread.
Yes, yeah.
Seems that
and
everybody
it's,
has somebody in their family that has it. And,
although it's not necessarily only elderly people, but
Oh,
yeah,
no, no, it's
but
not.
it does need to. Our health system is fairly good. I don't want to put the health system down.
No, it
but
is.
I
It's
think
just-
it needs assistance,
There's-
and like you say,
That's right.
equipment.
And
it
as
needs
people get
equipment.
older, they need more
Yeah.
care and more medical. And
Yeah, to be able to do that. No,
Yeah.
that's obviously a very worthwhile, concept
sure.
to go out and do that. And I think that I just in my mind I keep thinking about these tribute artists, and what a wonderful thing to give up your time and your energy and your
Absolutely.
skill
and they all
and
dress
your
the
talent.
parts, and they sing
Yeah.
so well.
They-
And
they
Well, yeah, no, looking at
come in
the
costumes and
yeah, it's not like they just stand up there wearing their regular
Oh,
clothes.
no, no.
If you closed your eyes,
exactly.
you would imagine you're
Exactly.
hearing.
Exactly, that's true.
exactly. And they're all wonderful people, out of costume and off stage.
They are.
They're wonderful people. They
Personality plus.
yeah,
all of them.
I'd be proud to call any one of them a friend if
Neat.
they couldn't sing a note.
Yeah.
They're really well. Then it proves that when they come to do a festival like this from afar, from
Yeah.
another part of the country, and do
Well-
it with no fee.
Well, it's like you lady, your contribution. I mean, this is great.
Well, we
You're
do have
giving
other-
of your time, and you're giving,
we
of
do have
your
other volunteers,
energy.
but we are looking for more. If
Well,
anyone
yes,
wants,
well,
and
that-
sponsors.
well, that's a good thing
we
to
need
know,
more sponsors, and we need
yeah.
more volunteers.
Because
so
there was a number I had that they
Either-
could call the same
either
number
of those
if
numbers.
they want
Either
to
of those
volunteer
numbers,
or,
yes.
or buy a ticket, because I think that I know that it takes a lot of energy and time to even to coordinate. Doesn't matter how many soldiers you have in the thing. Somebody's got to lead them. Somebody's got to
Exactly.
assign jobs
Yep.
and things for them to take care of.
Yeah.
And the more hands you have, as they used to say about light work, I can't remember what it was. It's something, many hands make light work. Or
Yeah,
something
that's
like
what they say.
that.
But
Yeah, and it's important that the community knows that, hey, they can get involved if they want as a
Definitely.
volunteer,
Sure can.
and definitely they can buy a ticket and
Absolutely.
come out
We
and
hope they
enjoy
will.
themselves and have a good time.
get
Because I
everybody to
think,
buy tickets, and
Yeah.
that's the main
Do
thing.
you know how the ticket sales are going at this point at all?
Saturday afternoon is really going well. Saturday night,
Yeah.
bad. Friday night and Sunday morning are still a bit slow. So if anybody
Yeah.
wants to come and do that, just
Yeah.
Especially at the gospel show, I'm sure once it's getting better every year,
Right.
getting more people every year. But we'd like to have it full so that everybody can enjoy it.
No, that's it. I mean, I'm hoping that the people who are viewing us are going to get hold of it, copy down the phone numbers, and get their acting gear and buy a ticket and show up in Parksville for a good time.
Yes, they would enjoy it. Everybody
Yeah.
that comes walks out with a smile on their face, and
Yeah.
that's what I look for. I
That's
think
right.
if they're going out with a smile, even though maybe sometimes it's run a little bit late,
Yeah.
they go out smiling and say, that was so much fun.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure. That would
that's-
be.
That's our goal.
Because it sounds like, well, if you're any kind of a music fan, first off, that this would be
Definitely.
ideal for you.
Absolutely.
And if you've never had an opportunity to see the original artist perform, when you see a tribute artist who
Yeah.
does exactly the same thing, you could say, geez, I
almost
know
as good as being there.
That's right.
Yeah,
it really
you might
is.
not have been able to get to Las Vegas or wherever
Exactly.
they were performing
Right.
before, but now
Exactly.
you can do that.
Yeah,
No, it's I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Good,
As I
good.
say, the
Happy to hear
Saturday, the
that.
27th is what I'm shooting for.
Super,
so
that's
I
great.
wanna
Oh, we'd be
Good.
happy to have you
come
there,
up
that's
and,
for sure.
and it's
Hopefully
and
we
it's
can-
not and it's not even far.
No,
It's
no,
easy to
it's
get
only
to.
20 minutes away,
Yeah,
really.
and all those people that could come from Duncan and Victoria and all
Campbell River,
and
yeah.
Campbell River and
Yeah.
Port Alberni
And they make their way.
and
yeah.
Tofino even. We can get them to come in from Tofino.
That would be
That would
awesome.
be good, and they could stay at the hotel for
Sure.
a good,
If they
good
didn't want to
rates.
drive back, the hotel is offering a really
Yeah.
nice festival rate, and it's
Well, we're promoting tourism, that.
Exactly.
we are.
Tourism,
We
yeah,
are.
it
yes.
is. There's a lot of people coming to town, and they need something to do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can have people decide to come from England to catch the show, I mean, sure enough, somebody could come from Tofino.
Exactly.
Wouldn't you think so?
You know, I think it'd be-
Yeah. Yeah, I
happy
think so.
enough to make
yeah,
a
Support local.
Yeah, no, exactly. And this is why when when we have this connection, the community connection is what we're trying to make sure that people are aware of what is going on in the island,
That's right.
and can participate. Not that we want them
Think
to
so,
drive
too.
away, to go someplace else.
No.
And when it says
Yeah.
Nanaimo
No.
District Hospital Foundation, that
Yeah.
includes the other hospitals as well. Like we have one in Parksville.
Sure.
And that
Yeah.
really
Hey,
helps.
well,
Really
you
helps
know,
the people there.
This has been fun.
Yes, it
has
we're,
been.
we're coming to the end of our time.
Oh, are we already?
Yeah,
Already?
it doesn't take long. But what I'd like to say is, the viewers out there, you have an opportunity to suggest programs for us. So if you see that website on the bottom of the screen, just dial it up, get on your computer, and send us your ideas, and we'll see if we can explore and get them on the air. Thank you. This has been fun, guys.
That's it?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.